Hello everyone and welcome to the Game Foundation, a gridless, sprawling medieval city building simulation game, which in my general opinion has a very strong vibes towards the settlers, in my general opinion, which really got me interested into the game itself. It's mainly like constructing and resource management instead of only like opponent battles and things like that. Um, I've played the onboarding tutorial up to a certain point, and I feel like I can give this a go. And yeah, I've got myself a map, which I will put the map code in the description and in the comments below. So if you would like to follow you the build alongside, you can. But also maybe consider giving us a like if you're interested in this type of game, and we'll see if we can see where we can get up to. So we're going to start a new game. So obviously I've been playing already. So we're going to start off a new one, and I've got my code ready, which is a nice bay system of a lake and a reasonably nice land. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep on the classic mode for now. Maybe in the future, if I've got the hang of this game, we'll go up into challenge, which will turn off certain things, and this is just balanced basically. So it's just going to be happy go, no real problems at all. Set version, we're going to just play, build however we like. We can build in certain ways, which obviously it's got certain restrictions. Like for this one, it's just building up a town, a city, and you can not build the monastery or the castle. Then again, this one is for building a monastery, build a castle, and this build a castle. But this one, we can do anything we want. So, describe the village. Doesn't really matter, but you probably might recognize this from if you've played Manor Lords. You can get your own emblem. Not really. Let's see. That looks interesting. Give myself a dragon. I'm going to go with my colour scheme. That'll do. Village name. Ravensford. Something I can pronounce compared to some of the names that come up here. And yeah, name and title. I've got to some points where it does say I've unlocked additional titles, but I can't seem to change them here. I don't know what would be that would unlock there. Maybe it's something that needs to be resolved. I'm unsure, or you change it in the game. Hey, let's get started. So straight away, if you play this game for the first time, you probably want to go through the tutorial. So it will go through all the basics of camera control and all sorts of things like that. But you start on the map, and you've got certain starting locations. These are territories, and you have to specifically select one. Unfortunately, you can't choose anywhere, but you have to go for a certain location to start off with, and then you can expand from then onwards. So, I mean, this literally the starting area right here. It seems to be pretty decent. What have we got? We got some stone there. There's I can't get this territory, but there's I think that's iron. Yeah, that's iron. Plenty of woods, and we'll get into some of the details. This is a bit small. It's a good location. Probably might go for this one. Not really have access to the sea, and there is certain issues. You need to make sure that if you want to build any fisheries, the fisheries have got to be in. The fish has to be inside the territories, I believe. They won't just go outside the areas. Yeah, well, we can obviously we can take over the entire map, but we're gonna start on this location here. So we get to start off with the building our town centre or village centre. Which I presume we can move later on. I never really tried this, but we're going to get this started. So I'm going to probably put it in the center here. I'm going to try and get it right on the edge here. So this will be our village center over here. So let's see, we'll just get it there. I mean, I can buy another territory in a mo, but I can't do it just yet. So build that. And then we founded the hamlets of Raisinford. Right, straight off the bat, I'm going to just pause it for 2 secs, and I'm going to see what we've got available for us. So, if you play the tutorial, you'll get things unlocked slowly over time, and you'll get instructed how to build this thing, so I'm going to just go straight ahead and get things done. So first of all, we need a builder's workshop. Actually, let's collect our new territory. The tutorial, you'll get this option later on. So I'm going to probably unlock this one. It's for free. You get your first one for your second one. The first one's your first starting territory, but the second territory is free for you. It doesn't cost you anything. Anything above that will cost upkeep. And you can downgrade. So if you take it and then decide later on you can't afford it, or you made a mistake, you can refund yourself. I don't think you get the money back. I haven't tried that, but this one was free, so I'm not going to get anything back anyway. So if I purchase this, I'm not 100% sure that I would get the cost back. So I don't want to just risk it just this moment of time. I can do it later on. So first of all, we'll need to build a builder's hut. This is the building that's going to let us build everything for our town. And immediately we're going to put in some serfs into this building to start getting things built. That's built instantly. That's the only building that's built instantly. Everything else requires resources. I don't think the builder's hut actually requires... It does require upfront costs, but it doesn't require to be built. But everything else does. So I'm going to get some lumber going. And we'll show you some of the special little features of this game, which is, I think, really clever. Probably we want to clear some areas for some future projects, so I probably want to get rid of the woods around here. So we get one built over there, and we'll get another. Oh, everything costs upfront costs. So you've got your currency at the top here. You need money to build things and claim territory, do anything, really. We'll get those built. We'll get a forester camp. We'll have it over here, but we won't get it built yet. To not get it purchased at this moment of time, you can just click the X. It'll stay there as a ghost. Saw pits. Again, if you're playing the tutorial, you'll get instructed to do all this stuff. We need stone, and our stone is all the way over here, so let's move. I don't want to get rid of any trees just yet. But you can see these little arrows, these are the access points. So when you're laying out things, you can see where they went to the buildings and such things. So we'll get that built. Let's unpause it, let them start building these woodcutters' huts. Let's get the priority up on that one and on this one, so they'll build these first for me. Next thing is we'll need a food gatherer, so the only thing at the moment is berries. We'll probably shove it over here for now. We'll need a lot more berries later on. Right, woodcutters is now done, so we can add in a load of serfs on over here. So our total population is 10 at the moment, and we've got an unemployed population of 4. Immigration is 0, so I don't think it actually starts. Right, now this logo up here, missing a zone. And what we do here, they won't automatically get stuff. We can actually specifically tell them where to cut things down. So we can just paint the whole thing, and they will cut in that area. Same again over here. When this is done, I want to clear. You can see where my territory is. Obviously, I can't just cut everything down. Because we'll definitely want plenty of wood. So let's put 2 in there. Let's reduce the... So that's 4 in total. Next things. We don't want to build any big projects just yet. We'll definitely need a well. And let's see... We need to start considering housing. We need housing. Each building of housing gets 2 slots. So we need at least 5 housing. And to build housing, we've got a residential zone tool, and it will zone like around the shape of your selection. So I kind of want to plan some things. So let's get an area up here. As you can see, it just immediately painted in a zone residential building for me there. Let's get that. Hopefully they'll build some more. Right, we've got some people waiting at our town hall. So these, if you click on them, they will add to your population. Now I've got 12, so I need to consider building a additional home. And they've made this path. They automatically will make paths for us. And what we can do is help alongside it. We can just carefully fill next to the only drawback of doing it in a square like this is that you don't get some organic shapes. They're all very blocky housing, so I do like to use the circle tool a little bit. Let's get it right up to the beachfront, get some nice properties in there. And you can see that road follows around, so we can take advantage of that and use it to build certain things alongside of it. Right, so they're all building those housing. So, gatherer. Let's get a couple of gatherers going. Got 3. Let's knock it right up to max. We need stone miner. So, miner. What have we got? We've got 2. It's plonking everyone at the moment. The builders will do the building. You don't need any spare people to do things. As you can see, they're starting to fill out the housing. Let them all build. I want a well. Where are my zones? Can I see my zones, please? Okay. I want to probably put the well. I'm interested to having like a nice path coming down here to the beach. And probably a path going up this direction. So probably have the well off to the side here. So this is one of the requirements they need. So you can see here the happiness is only 4% at the moment, because mainly because they haven't got any food. Well, they do, they have the basics at the camp, but they want to buy. Housing, that's being built. Service, which is religion. Refined food is better than berries and fish, for example. So like meat, bread, and water, obviously that's going to be built soon, once we got the stone coming in. Next, let's turn off the, the visibility of that. So we've got the forest there, so we want now a market. Now this is where, if you've already played it, you already know, but any new people, is that this game has the ability to do modular building, which is really great. So, for example, let's say it's a bit slopey for the. Let's put the market going off. Oh, I can't buy it. It's not in my territory. Well, I can move it, so it's not a big deal. So we'll just put it around here. So we've got one marketplace there. So for example, I can then grab another one. Plug it in. And then I can then add, some tents to it. I kind of want to see, but the tutorial will only give you the rustic market tent. You won't have access to these other ones, but these ones, yes, they cost more up front, but they also grant me what's called labor splendor, which is what I'm used to unlock future buildings and things like that. We'll see that in the progression in a sec. So we're just gonna build the tent. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove that because we only need the one tent at the moment. Get a market going for selling the berries. What we can do also now is everything costs maintenance, so we're not currently paying any maintenance for this building because it's not being built and it's not being used. I don't have the population, but I wouldn't mind just getting a stockpile of wood going before I start hammering out projects. Also the fact that, you know, the housing costs wood to build, so we'll get to that in a moment. Then we're now waiting for our new immigration. Immigration comes in quite reasonable. I think it's like every 6 days it comes in, and if you don't want more people in at that time, you just don't select them when they come in. They will leave. But obviously it's considered happiness and employment. So if your happiness is low and your employment was low, your immigration will probably be either 0 or 1. If it's both set to high, then you're going to get a lot of people coming in. Later on down the line, you can prevent certain things happening in immigration. Right, so this guy, berries, and he's going to be my market guy. You can, I believe, later on you can get some like edicts. I think they're called edicts. Let me see if I can find them. Yes, they're privileges, sorry. And I've noticed that you can actually say, like, for example, ignore happiness for immigration. So yes, your people are super happy, but you don't want all this influx of people, so you just ignore that and keep only come in regarding your employment status. That if you've got high employment requirements, then it will definitely come in. So yeah, this guy is now going to be collecting the berries from the berries hut. You can get obviously storages later on down the line, but we'll get that into a sec. So right, so everything is slowly building. We'll need to unlock certain things now. So we've got 375 gold coins. I haven't spent the gold coins yet to build these. They won't activate until I've spent them. We need 10 stone. We haven't even got that yet, so we'll keep waiting for... What is that? Oh, I guess they put trees in their gardens. But yeah, it's cool. It will try and fit buildings as well. If it has like a really small gap, sometimes if it thinks about it, it will actually put one in. And it's really nice how they set up their gardens. It is really... It is very beautiful what they can do. And I'm interested in what I can physically do playing around with certain the aspects of the game, because you can put some detail, reasonable amount of detail into this so far, but you need to unlock it. So we're going to have a look at the progression tab now. So this is where we unlock our new buildings. Everything costs gold to unlock, and also requires influence or splendor. So prosperity, which is the first tree, is unlocked through all your things combined. Your labour is obviously labour influence, labour splendor. you need to get increased labour spender to unlock the additional buildings. Kingdom is Kingdom Splendor and Kingdom Influence exactly the same way, and Clergy, obviously, Clergy Influence. But you practically will do everything like this. Access everything. Everything has got some good uses, and I haven't gone too far deep down. The first things we're going to have a look at, we'll need some storage. We'll need storage to be able to trade. Trade is really useful to get yourself some gold, as well as taxes, so that'll be the manor house. But first, let's get the storage unlocked. We might as well actually get the manor house unlocked, but we're not going to be building it straight away. The only problem is that doesn't go away until you come out of that screen, because I think it's paused. There we go. Back in and unlock the manor house. But we'll get to that soon enough. Right, we have our first advice, collecting taxes. Which is like a little mini quest thing. Some of them have rewards, some of them don't. This is just an advice one. So this is telling me to build the manor house, but we'll get to that in a mo. We'll want to first get some storage and get some trade going. So we want the warehouse, so that requires planks. So we'll need to get this guy sorted out, but we'll need some more people. So, how are we looking for wood? 16 wood, so houses are still taking up the wood at the moment. Berries, 24. This is still being built. Is it nearly done? So you'll be able to store a lot more berries, and then I can reduce the amount of workers on this. And we are now a village. See that? New ruler titles unlocked. Lord and Lady. Lord and Lady have been unlocked, but I'm not sure. Oh, you can do it here. Lord Superior, confirm it. So you do it in the menu in here. You don't get them unlocked in the starting screen. I thought it's like an achievement thing. So we'll see. While we're waiting, we can also discuss some other things. So serfs are our lowest rank of peasants, basically. Lowest of all. Every serf, every member of your community has skills and needs. So their job, the more they do something, the higher they go. So you can see this girl, this lady, Guseli. I'm going to butcher all these names in this game. You can see they've got woodcutter and miners experience. So the longer at the job, the higher the experience. Certain jobs require more qualified members of your community, but anyone can work any job that I think at the moment, but they are more proficient in the job if they are the correct rank. So it's serf, commoner, and I've not got any further than that. So we need to find out that at some point. But we'll get there when we get there. Right, so we've got 10 stone, 14 logs. The houses are nearly all complete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the sawmill built, and I'm going to just reduce the workers. Oh, it's not actually necessary at the moment, is it? Because immigration in 7 days, that must mean one has come through. I can see where they've walked from. Oh, there they are. There's 2 people coming in. Yep. 2 people walking in from the unknown. So there's meant to be other kingdoms about. And you get to interact with them. This is where the military and the trade side of things come out. You interact them off map. Which I like. It'd be interesting for some kind of maybe combat, because there is a lot of military infrastructure involved that you can build. But to my knowledge that I know of at the moment, everything seems to be off map kind of thing, and you can't see it. So I've not got a problem with that. It's just that's what I've read and seen so far that I believe is correct. I might be completely wrong. We might get bandits raiding us or something like that. But at the moment, nothing. say that I know of. So the hut's up, so this is now giving us 1 labour splendor. I'm not too sure. Labour splendor is just how we earn to unlock more better buildings. Labour influence is earned through mandates, missions, and quests. If you break. So it is going up. It's got up to 10. I'm not too sure if that's because I gained 1 or it's trickling in or it's something to do. It must be what I built has given me the ability there. Why is it still saying... Oh, it's the manor house, yeah. Because we'll want to get a lot of wood, a lot of planks. Because things be expensive. And I can't imagine what it's going to be like in the later difficulties. As in making things harder. I think things cost more. Resources run out. Because currently this stone pile over here is unlimited. That's the default. Let's get some workers going. Let's get the we'll want to keep this area forested and keep the wood supply coming through. This area I want to clear, and I want to clear up going up this way when I consider buying some more territory. Could speed it up. I need to sit on 1. Right, the saw pit is ready, so we've got 3 available workers. I'm going to plug them all straight into here. They're going to be They will go and collect the wood from the storages. That's immediately already been emptied. No, it's not been emptied. It has actually just run out. So this is saying there's no resources. There's 21 logs over here, so that's perfectly fine. It's just waiting for resources to become available. So we're going to get this forested done, so we can keep replanting these trees here. Let's bring in 1 wood. Let's get the construction of that up quicker, please, and let's actually reduce sawmill down to 2 so that I can get the forester going. How much stone of us? No, we'll keep them because we do need the stone. So we've got 15 population. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's enough there. I mean, it will constantly pop up saying insufficient housing if there was not enough housing space. So have a look at our happiness now. Housing is at -1% because there's still still need to be constructed, so that's nearly done. Service and refined foods, obviously that's church, and that's anything above fish and berries. Berries will be used for later products, so I presume fish will be as well. Yeah, this is trickling up. This has gone up to 2 now. So yeah, this is actually, I think, granting us influence. I think. I might be wrong. The higher the happiness, still average, high employment. It doesn't actually physically say how many will be coming in. I've only got the 1 coming in. Come on. Thank you. Right, so the foresters. Now you think you want to paint from here, but you can't. It's built in. It's inside the actual building itself, and we can also now paint an area for trees to be replanted. So we're just going to get this initial area constantly replanted. keep it inside the woodcutters area. And that will keep our forestry woodcutting going unless we run out of wood. As I said, I want to clear this area, so we'll consider that. Right, now that planks are now being made, we can now consider storage, because that does cost us, and this is where trade comes in. So we have 15 planks, we should be up to that very soon. We've got people to use for logistics, so we will get a storage unit here. I think this just backs onto the no, it doesn't. Let's just cut back on the forester a little bit. We'll get that built, and then we can start storing. We'll want another. I want another storage over here for the stone. Don't worry about the one tree. We won't build that just yet because we really need more population. Right, we'll let them continue cutting the logs into planks. And sometimes it feels like nothing's being done, but they do have downtime. So they're not just constantly working, so there isn't a day-night cycle, it just literally is just month, weeks, days. So there's no physical showing after the night time, which I would probably be interested to see what this game might look like with all the features added, like light sources and things like that. It might look quite cool, but it's something that's not in the game that I know of. I've not seen it, so unless we can change it here. Oh, we can change it here. Oh, there is a night cycle. There is. You can change it. I did not know this. We can turn it to rain, dusk, and daylight. But it's not automatic. Right, let's get our storage into place. So we've got the one person available. So we want this one to be definitely wood storage. And then planks. Has a total capacity of 400. That's 100 each line. It's not that you can just store 400 in one line. These are each sections of the warehouse, and they currently hold 100 each. Oh, we've got some new people. Let's grab them, and let's get another person in there. We'll get another woodcutter over here to get these trees cut down faster. And you can see the forest is now planting the trees. They grow pretty quick as well, so you don't need to worry about a forest not keeping up. They're pretty powerful characters in this game so far. They can pump out the damn trees out in no time. So now this is start to fill up with logs. So now we can have the interest of looking at trade. Now I know we need 20 planks to unlock the first trade, which is this guy over here, Northbury, which is a labor equivalent faction, which I believe I can get bonuses from later down the line. But we can see that we can buy from them and we can sell to them. Now, they want planks, which is only 1 gold each, which is pretty miserable. So we'll need to consider further investments into bigger products, which the only things I can see that can be immediately gained the quickest is meat and polished stone, so I need to hover over the actual item. Polished stone and meat. That's going to be the first unlock. Things I'm probably going to aim for to get an income of money from apart from tax collection, which the manor house takes quite a bit to build anyway. So once we get the 20 planks, so we're still waiting on that, we can potentially, we need to unlock. We've got 295 gold. The territory costs 100 gold. I think that will knock my prosperity up. It does, but not over to the thing I need. We need this territory to obviously expand. So let's cut the trees down in this area. You'll never cut all these trees down, boy. And then we'll get the forester. They can replant everywhere in here. I guess I missed a little bit for the woodcutter. Right, and then let's smooth things off. There we go. Let that, let's get the forester and remove this bit over here. There we go. That will do. And we've got some more immigration. Let's get another carpenter. Let's get another woodcutter over here. And let's get another... No, let's get this guy built, because we'll need it. And we've got the 20 logs, so we're going to actually unlock our trade first before we... And that knocked us up to 13. So it unlocks tier 2 on the common path. We'll have a look at that. So we've got a courier approaching now. So we now make contact with the outside world. That we are ready for business. We'll need to consider... we still got space for residential. Instead of want to start clearing these trees off so that I can expand. I can build on the sand. It doesn't look 100% great. And the beach is pretty big. I'll lose a lot of area because of it. I could just tad go into it. We can probably knock that all the way over there. I think that's our courier. Meeting the elders. The elders, the much respected leading men and women among the region's labourers, heard of your village and wish to make themselves useful to your people. Thank you. They brought welcoming gifts, mainly tools to ease your villagers' lot, then pledged their assistance. The support is much appreciated, which gives me 10 influence and 10 tools, which we will need. We'll need a lot of tools. Right, to set up trade. I found it a little bit confusing at first, but I figured out not too much afterwards. If you go to your resource tab, you will now see the purchase and sales on this side, which has the ability to buy and sell. So we want to sell planks. We click on that one and we'll set the value. Let's say we'll have 10 planks. We'll want to sell polished stone And we'll set that to 2. We won't buy tools just yet because I want to have my money available, and also we need locations for the tools to go into to be able to purchase them. You will need a warehouse to be able to say, I want tools. We're currently filling it out with wood. So things to unlock. We now have the ability to make new things. As I said, I want to go into meat, which will get us the refined food, but also a trade. And then the polished stone, which is for later buildings, but I can get it started early. So we've got 183 coin. I think we're going to go for the meat first. And we'll now get a new area called hunting. Now hunting, obviously the boars are probably only really interested in forested areas. So if you cut it down, the boars are going to migrate. So we haven't got access to a lot, but they do move about. So we're just going to fill this area up that is being replanted. To get some more meat going. So we need a hunter's camp. Now if you want to know what the brown symbols are, layers, it's the undesirable. So obviously people don't want to live by noisy, smelly buildings. So try and have your like industrial stuff away from the residential. They do not like it. So get a hunting camp. Which way is this facing? We'll get it like in here. You can really squeeze buildings into each other. That will build. That will allow you to build. You can really tight pack things if you wanted to. So that will do. They'll come in here. I think they bring the meat back this way. So we'll get that built. This is now built. So we'll just get the single guy in here and he will collect the stone. That will be polished stone when we get it unlocked. And then we also need a butcher to be able to make that food into products. 10 stone, 10 planks, 3 tools. We've got all that. Now, I kind of said I wanted to make this like a road with our like a row of shops and things like that, and probably have the market down here once we can need to build and move it to unlock more. So kind of want the butcher will be out front. I haven't played around much with like trying to make people walk in certain directions, but I want to have to give it a go on this play attempt for myself. But we also will need a granary to store food, which we can probably let's store it behind, and let's get the hunters on their way to doing stuff. I've only got one, so we need to wait for immigration. There's another person coming in. So right here, ooh. So if we're low on money, we can discuss a levy. collect taxes. But what we're going to do, we will use it, but because we're actually only on 98 coins. Things are getting low. I will need definitely to... Did I set up meat to be traded? No. Let's do it if there is... Oops. 20 meats. Another person. Right, so... We'll keep the market here for now. You see, this is actually going to be adding to the... Did I actually make it onto... Yeah. And then add another... So... Well, another stall. As you can see here, best suited for commoner. Surf can work in here, but it's slow. Granary, yeah, you can store the berries, you can store the boars, you can store the meat for now until we organise it a bit better. Our first trader's now arriving. Got 31 planks, 32 planks. Got no meat, so it's just gonna... Oh, I accidentally built another... I want to edit that building. There we go. That means they're all under control under one... Hope I didn't... Apply changes. There we go. Right, he's now going to go in. He's going to buy 22 planks for 22 gold. Which is it's not enough. Not a lot. And there isn't any products in here. He will visit every site that has something that he can buy. So he'll go over to the polished stone. There's not going to be any polished stone. And this guy is now going to be producing the meat. Let's put meat on the table. How many berry workers? We've only got 2. And 1 hunter. That'll have to do until we've got more population. But I think on that note, we're going to leave it there. So we've now got the starts of our village. Next episode is probably going to be concentrated on the manor and the building side of that, and any additional bits that I want to progress on. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.